Hello gamers, welcome back to the Ignitor SMP. My name is Dark John, and we're starting off with a little bit of a more somber start than usual because we have some news. I'm sure many of you watch more than just me on Ignitor and are already aware, but unfortunately this week we lost one of our good friends here on Ignitor, Fedormaster. He wasn't well. He had a form of pediatric brain cancer, and following some surgery last week, he unfortunately didn't make it. And we're just going to start off this episode by seeing what it is that this amazing man left behind. Fedora had only been with us for, I can't even remember, 4 months maybe, but the impression that he left on everyone here on the server was immeasurable. He's an incredible builder. He always brought an absolute amazing energy to everything he did, and he made some real friends here on the server. I didn't get to spend quite as much time with him as many others because I've had a very busy start to the year in IRL, but we did get to interact a lot, and every time we did, it was an absolute joy. Gonna miss him dearly, and we all wish him and his family all the very best. And while we're here, we're going to check out a few of his builds and go look at some of the messages that he left for the Ignitors over at his base. So starting right here, this is his portal on the Nether roof. This is one of the last builds he did, actually. I think he did this on a live stream, and it's amazing. It's like a hand holding this incredible artifact containing the portal. It's very atmospheric, very fed, and yeah, you can get up to it. That's fantastic. So let's head over to his area and check out some of his builds. So this is Fedora's area. This is his main sort of rocky base that he built first out here, and yeah, incredible texturing work that he had made using differing blocks. That's not just light levels, that's actually blocks. Like if you put on gamma here, you can see it more clearly. But he's using coloured blocks to denote shaded areas in a very clever way. This was one of Fed's many talents. He made this incredible mansion over here, very diorite-y. It's a very nice palette. There's another build out here as well, which is the Citadel, which I have only seen on video. I haven't checked out in person, so it's not loaded for me just yet. Here we go. This was his last big build in the area, and it's absolutely stunning. Nestled up here in the clouds with this lovely tree, and this is where some messages have been left for the fellow Ignitors. Whew, and Fed, he didn't like doing interiors, but he made one here, and it's just stunning. This is like a big staircase going all the way up, and here we have messages to some of the Ignitors. The ones to whom he was closest, he wrote personal messages, and then there were some others along route. Whew, there sure were some heartfelt messages in those books that he left. Very, very moving. I decided not to put any of them on camera. Instead, we're just going to have a look at his builds here and marvel in the amazing things that Fed left us on this server. I think here's one little message that we can share for everyone on screen. Obviously, feel free to change the area however you see fit. Onyx did promise a storage room sometime in the future. Truly, it has been a great pleasure getting to know everyone, and I will miss you all greatly. Keep being awesome, and keep creating amazing new, inspiring things in this amazing game. Mucho love, Fed. Yes, we will, Fed. Someone's giving you wings. That's lovely. We're going to take care of this place, and we will never forget you, for you have done amazing, amazing things. I wish I had more time to get to know you better, but the time we spent on the server together, I will always remember. You always made me smile, you always made incredible builds, and you're an inspiration to us all. We're going to miss you, my friends. Whew. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back and check on how, you know, the memorial stuff that we're going to be doing for Fed is going to go, and how this area might develop or not as the server progresses. But as we're going to honor Fed's wishes and, you know, keep on going, keep on Minecrafting, make this an amazing place to inspire others to play this amazing game and keep creating. Thank you, Fed. Okay, so we're going to head back over to the base and check out what it is that we did last time. And we need to activate the rent-o-matic for the month, because rent is due, Dippy. Rent is due. What is going on here? What is all of this? What has happened to my creeper farm? Oh my goodness, it's backed up. Oh, this is not good. Something terrible has happened. How?
Overload.
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh, it has overloaded. The alarm's going off. Oh no.
Overload.
Where is that noise coming
Exhaust
from?
pipe blocked by organic matter.
Exhaust pipe
Overload.
blocked. Exhaust pipe blocked. What? Oh my goodness.
Overload.
Oh my goodness. Quick reminder here, this is what this looked like last week after we built the creeper farm, and this is the output into the surrounding neighborhood. Oh no! The creeper sludge pipe. It's been blocked by organic
Overload.
matter. What is this? Oh my goodness. I think it's, is that poop? Is that llama poop? Llama manure? Blocking the pipe? And where's the water? The outlet? What is this? It's like a water filter pump over here.
Overload.
We need to do something about this. First of all, we need to find that alarm. That is driving me nuts. We need to sort that out. It's not going to turn itself off
Overload.
until we
Exhaust
fix
pipe
this
blocked by
blockage.
organic matter.
Let's make sure the farm is
Overload.
off. The farm is running. That's the problem. There we go.
Overload.
Let's turn that off. Let's see if we can find this alarm. Oh, okay. There was a leak in the pipe right there.
Overload.
There we go. That's sorted that leak. Now we've got to find that alarm. Turn it off. This looks a little sus. These blocks weren't here before.
Overload.
Aha. Here we go. This is the alarm. Oof. Oh my goodness. That might be one of the culprits who caused this to happen. Oh my goodness, what a mess we've got to clean up here. I can't believe how much this backed up and exploded. It's caused... Oh, that could have gone very wrong. This whole place could have blown up and taken the llama sanctuary with it. That's dangerous stuff. You don't mess with farms like that. Oh boy. So we've got some cleanup to do here. We're going to be taking care of that this episode for sure. And yeah, we're going to have to figure out how to... Clearly, our neighbours weren't too happy about the environmental impact caused by our farm. And, you know, I didn't think the llamas didn't seem to mind at all. Did you guys? No. Absolutely fine. So it must have been the human caretakers of the llamas that caused this absolute disaster to happen. That could have gone so wrong. And yeah, maybe we need to do a bit more of an environmentally friendly output for the farm here in order to make sure we can continue capturing some creepers. Maybe we need a creeper sludge filter installing, something like that. We'll see. We'll look into that. But our main mission for today is actually going to be down here. This big old hole that we dug quite a few episodes ago at this point is going to be housing something. Specifically, it's going to be housing our storage system for the season. Yes, it is time to turn this hole into a base by putting in a storage system. Once we have that, we can actually start living here because we can have all of the things we need on hand, and that is going to enable us to spend a lot of time here. Now, we've got a design in mind. The design is by Mazuma Games, and it is a storage system that a lot of our hermits, the more redstone types, put in their bases and their mega bases last season, season 9, and we may see some of them continue to do so again this season. It is a great design, and of course I put a bit of a Dark John twist on it in order to make it suitable for our needs. So that's what we're going to be putting here right behind us. But before we do that, rent is due. So we're going to set the rent-o-matic into action once more, collecting a rent from last month, pushing the button, sending this guy on its way, and it'll go all the way into here.
Rent is due.
There we go.
Please insert 1 diamond block.
There you go, Dippy.
Your landlord thanks you.
He does. I don't thank you for nearly destroying my creeper farm. We're going to have words. Okay, I needed some Gilded Blackstone for this next build, and I went to the nearest bastion, and yeah, I died. It's through this forest, so we're going to see if we can get our stuff back. Okay, so that's where we died. I think a lot of things fell in lava. Anyone in here I need to be wary of? This guy literally fell on my head. There he is again. Oh, we are out of there. We're out of there. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That was a close one. The totem saved our life there. It gives you a little bit of fire resistance when it goes. So, I think we got everything. Yes, the most important thing. Survived. Daiquiri ears? Oh man, I need to rename those. I have been trying to get enough Gilded Blackstone that I need for this project, and it is proving pretty difficult. So, yeah, this bastion I first came out to is disappearing ever so slowly, and I've learned a lot from trying to do this. So the top of the bastion was all the way up here, and then I took away a few levels, realized I need a beacon, installed one, removed all of this down to here. And what I've learned is Gilded Blackstone largely doesn't appear in this stuff, in Blackstone bricks and the like. It's just in the plain old Blackstone layers, of which there were not very many up here. These are all bricks, so it's this stuff you're looking for. And you can see here I've left a complete slice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces per layer. And this is the most I've seen, actually. So it's going well, but we're going to keep on going. We're up to 41 Gilded Blackstone. I need 60 for my project. So we're just going to keep on trucking until we get the number we need. Okay, my curiosity got the better of me there. And yeah, I took this side of the bastion, at least, all the way down to lava level. There actually isn't anything below here. Doesn't seem like. Just more lava. And as far as I can tell, there is hardly any of the Gilded Blackstone in here. There's a little piece right in there, but there's so little in this structure that, and it's a nightmare to navigate. It's not even worth trying. So how much did we get from taking out this bastion from all the way up here to, I actually lost beacon strength. So that's over 50 blocks down, probably like 60 blocks in height. And this area you can see mapped here. How much Gilded Blackstone did we get? Well, it's right there in my hotbar. 1, 2.5 stacks, basically. Not too shabby. I shouldn't be needing to come back for any of that anytime soon. And just going to recover my beacon, and we're going to head on back. And because I don't like wasting stuff, we've got a lot and lots and lots of shulkers of different types of Blackstone material here, which we can put into bulk storage once it exists. Speaking of bulk storage, it's going to be a part of this system we're going to be putting in, and this row of shulker boxes here represents all of the things we're going to need to build it. And now we have the Gilded Blackstone to drop into one of these if any of them has space. There we go, it can fit into there. I think that means it's time to get building. Let's jump into a time lapse. And storage system in place. Check it out. The time lapse didn't include everything. I had to stop and do things in little bursts, and now everything is fully decorated and functional. It took a little while to get everything in place, but it is working. But let's just take a little look-see at this whole thing and what is going on here. So as I mentioned, this has been customized quite considerably, but the way it works is we have an input chest right here, and then everything goes around the back. You can put anything you want in here, just stacks and stacks of items, and shulker boxes full of items as well. And it will detect if things are a shulker box or not, and unload them and break the shulker box and put them back into storage inside the system. Everything else pretty much comes up an item elevator here. Here's where it determines if it's a shulker, because it tries to put the shulker in here. Everything goes into this shulker before coming out. If it's a shulker, it can't do that, in which case it'll get pulled out underneath instead and go through to a shulker unloader. So what we got is everything coming over to the south power dropper and coming onto here. Ta-da! And this is where I've done some customization. So this design previously had a small bulk storage array in here. I've replaced it with one of my own and had this whole corridor coming off to the side here for bulk storage. And I've got a switch right here, which is currently set to allow things to go into bulk storage, which is controlled right here. The light is on, bulk storage is on. So that will divert our items across these hoppers, and these are standard item impulse SV item filters going into shulker loaders, which will come down onto here. And let's run in there quickly. We'll see. I've got a couple of these set up. So, oh, there's an empty shulker. Interesting. Cobble. This is all full of cobble. This one is all full of stone, and I'm slowly filling these up. Dirt is going to end up over here. So when I put stuff in the system, I can choose whether I want it to start loading up bulk storage or not. I do this because I also want dirt here, for example. So this is where all my dirt stuff is going to go, and I want this to have a fair amount of dirt in it, because I don't always want to be going into shulkers to get those bulk stored items. That's just for overflow and needing stuff in bulk, basically. I always want to be able to grab as many stacks as I need from here independently, and only if I need full shulkers or something will I be coming to this little area over here. We can always extend this later if we want, and at the back here I have put in place a mechanism to auto refill this entire system with shulker boxes. This is I'm quite pleased with this. So we have an auto crafter right here, set up automatic auto crafter, which is turned on and off dependent on the level of this box. So these are all empty shulkers ready to go into the system. And we've got a little pulsing circuit here that is going to be sending minecarts with hoppers through here to pick up the shulkers and then run across all of these rails, distribute what they can, and a shulker yeeter right here. Not a shulker yeeter, a minecart yeeter right here to break everything and recycle the carts and unused shulker boxes back. Let's turn it on. Let's turn it on so you can see what's going on. There we go. So those minecarts are going under there. They're picking up the shulker boxes. They're trying to put them in. That's plenty enough for now. Anything that doesn't get used, you can see it's already quite full. So all of the shulker boxes that aren't getting used get put into here, and they'll all go back into that storage system. This would have been activated as well because we used some shulkers. You can see it's creating some shulker boxes on demand at the top there. Yeah, so it tries to put items into bulk storage first. If they don't fit, then they come into this section over here. And like a lot of automated storage systems, they're basically just gigantic item elevators of sorts in one degree or another that will move the items around. And this system, we have our little access port back here to get through to the area at the back. And these chests here are whitelists. So the shears are the empty spots, but anything we put a single item in here, these are the whitelists. And the way this part of the system works is there's a minecart, so the hopper right there. Whenever items come into this part of the system, they fill up into this double chest. The minecart gets distributed, comes under here, starts picking up some items from here, and then the whitelist occurs, and it will try picking up that individual item from underneath this chest, and that will identify which slice those items go into. We only ever keep one slot available in this with some named banners that do some magic basically, and yeah, an individual slice will get activated and say go and pick up the rest of those items and deposit them on the top here so that they get put into an item elevator coming down here, and the slice will get turned on and put those things away. Let's do a quick demo of that in action. So we can just grab like a little bit of dirt here. We're going to go put it into the input chest over here, and we can follow that around as it does its thing. So it's going to go up the item elevator, then it's going to come into this dropper. It's going to go all the way around bulk storage because we've currently got that turned on. Oh, I've got bulk storage turned on, silly me, and we're storing. It's all disappearing into this. So let's turn bulk storage off because we want to put that dirt into the storage system, not into bulk storage, because dirt is an item we are bulk storing. Let's try that again. Here it comes. Tick, 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 tick. Then it's going to go all the way straight across the top there. There goes the minecart. Comes across to here. Picks up the item that it thinks it needs. Goes under the bottom, checks the whitelist, pops all the way back, puts it into the filter, and any second now. There we go, there's the light. And there we go, the items just came in. There's some of them, at least the rest will come in a second. It's going to do it in batches, and yeah, they'll all flood into the appropriate channel. And then we have 5 double chests for each channel, depending on the things we put in the whitelist. And then we can obviously spread them out to make sure they end up roughly where we want them to go. And if the items detected in here do not appear in the whitelist for this run, they basically go along this hopper line all the way to here and end up in the next one. And the same repeats and the same again. So we've got 3 sides to this thing. It'll do its whole thing, and non-stackables will end up at the end. They get shulker loaded by default at the moment and put into the end slice right here. And that is the storage system in a nutshell. It's genius, I love it, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's pretty quick, much quicker than ones I've had in the past, which have been, you know, entirely dropper, hopper, elevator stuff, which effectively pass the items through and behind every single chest in the entire system. This, with that whitelist system with the cart, is much quicker, and it gets things to the appropriate slice a lot faster. And then you're back down to sort of hopper speed to drip feed the items in bit by bit based on what the minecart pick up. But the net result is it's way faster than any automated and comprehensive system that I've ever used in the past. So I'm very happy with that. And we've got our little entrance here, so this is the way in and out that we're going to be using. And I put in a staircase, so this shows us how we're going to be able to walk up and down to this thing. And the staircase just kind of ends right here right now. So we're going to connect this up. This is going to be like the main level, because this is the level on which our buildings are going to be on this level here. So we're going to do some building across the top here at some point and fill some of this in, and probably like cover this up across like around here roughly. Create a bit more floor. We might do some filling in down here, and then we can start getting on to making the rest of the city and how it all hangs together. But as you can see by these shulker boxes, there's still some debris left over from building this thing in the first place, and then there's just shulkers of things like shears and snowballs, which are actually an important part of the system at the back here with all of these droppers and hopper systems. So I needed to do a lot of that. And now I've got the unenviable task of defining all of these whitelists. So we need to come across with shulkers. These are the shears that I've removed from the system as we've put items in. And you can see here, this is going to be dirty things in here, basically muddy mangrove roots, soils, and dirts of varying types. And then we go into the woods, so I'm gonna have a whole chest just for oak stuff, and then we've got strips, and we've got spruce and birch and jungle and dark oak, etc., all the way down to the nether woods, and yeah, nothing else there. Gonna figure out what's gonna go in the end 4 chests there, and I'm just starting over here with stones, so we've got cobblestone coming in over here for now. And that's as far as we've got, basically. So I've basically got to get one of every item in the game that I wish to store that is stackable, and yeah, put it in the correct order in this place and get the whole system up and running as I want it to be. It's going to take some time. And we're not going to get that finished today for sure. So I'm going to try and do that in between episodes, and hopefully by next time we're going to have this whole thing fully up and running and we can figure out how on earth we're going to get everything over here from our base. If anyone has any smart ideas, I'm open to it, but my thoughts at the moment are, there's my starter base just over here. We haven't got that far to go. So I'm wondering if I can set up like a rail system, basically, to have some carts here, and I can load stuff up, probably into shulkers, and then just load the shulkers into the carts and send the carts on their way, and have them dump everything off the other side and put it straight into the storage system once all the filters are in place. That's my plan, at least. I don't know how complex it's going to be. I may need to chunk load some stuff along the way. I might need to put like a chunk loader here, and I'm considering putting one in here anyway underneath the storage system, just to make sure, you know, it remains loaded and does its thing. So doing all of that took a lot longer than I thought, and yeah, we haven't had a chance to deal with this behind us. We need to go speak to our tenant, Dippy Blether, and have a little word. We need to come to some resolution here, because my creeper farm, you know, needs to exist, and it has outputs into the world. Creeper sludge needs to be dealt with, and she doesn't want it next to the llama sanctuary, even though it's my land, and I don't want it inside here because I've got plans for buildings in here. So we need to come to some sort of agreement, and I think that's going to have to wait until next time. But in the meantime, please go and check out Dippy's channel, because you'll get to see everything that she did and her reaction to the creeper farm and its output, and what led to it getting blocked up and backing up on this side of things. So I'm sure that'll be very entertaining, and is coming out this weekend as well. So we'll leave that one here for today. Super happy with having built this finally. We can start calling this place our home, our base very soon. Now we can actually put stuff in this, and then we can get back to decorating and building out the dream that is turning this into an underground civilization. A few more farms to get in here for personal supply of things, and a lot more buildings. This whole area we're going to fill up and make it look absolutely amazing. So if you want to see what that's going to look like, then stay tuned, like this video, and please subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Take care for now. Bye bye.